Hey guys, how you doing? Finally got done this blind Italian TD line, and didn't enjoy this last tier 9 at all. It was a tough grind for me. I had maybe 3 or 4 or 5 that I would consider good games in it. So I'm just gonna show a couple of those that are recent, and then show you the first game after getting the Minotauro. Now this was a tough grind, not fun at all. And the armor on this tank can work, but the gun just doesn't really have a good hand. Just 12 for me wasn't reliable. And then 4 game lowballing me pretty consistently, but I'm damaged. Accuracy is a whole bit, but yeah, it wasn't a very fun grind, but I think you'll find I have all the TDs now, so I think you'll find in the TD line that, except for maybe the American, the T95 is pretty good. But in the others you'll find a pretty significant jump up. Also the tier 9 Jagdpanzer in the German line is pretty good tank. But other than that, I think you'll find a fairly significant jump between tier 9 and tier 10. And I certainly felt that way as soon as I got that Minotauro, which I'm going to show you at the end here. First game of Minotauro. So you'll notice in the TD lines that there's, unlike some of the heavies that are, in mediums, that are kind of a disappointment. When you get to tier 10, you're expecting it to be a little bit better than what it was, right? Better than the tier, significantly better than the tier 9. When it's really not, and in some cases the tier 9, tier for tier, feels like a significant better tank. But that's certainly not the case, I don't think, for most of the TDs. It's a pretty big jump between tier 9 and tier 10 and how they feel, how they work. The guns, the armor, and stuff, it seems to all kind of come together, and they feel really good. And if you're grinding this line, it's worth it to persevere, keep going, keep that Minotauro, in my opinion, having had all of them. But I didn't really have too many games where I really felt like I had a good game and felt comfortable, good in the tank, because it has some reliability issues in this CC1 Mark II. This tier 9 never really did feel comfortable in it. Again, the armor wasn't so much of a letdown as the gun. It's that's a prime example right there. It just lacks the pen. I should have been a kill shot, but it's lacking the pen, and it lets you down. Again, no penetration. And the Minotauro has a pretty significant jump, 25 or something like that millimeter jump in the penetration on it. This however turns out, I'm going to show you a couple of good games I had in it, and then that Minotauro game. Yeah. It wasn't very often that the gun felt like it worked, you know, relied accuracy once either. But it did a few times in this game. Boom, the other guy got the finishing touch on that guy, but here we both we both thought we were done there, and there's some guy hiding in the corner. But finish him off, thankfully. And I kind of feel bad for the enemy team. Usually I'm on that kind of team where, you know, you'll have guys who never left the base, as that enemy team did right there. And of course, when you have guys who never bother leaving the base, you're gonna lose. Your team's gonna lose. That's what happened to them there. Not so much that you know, that's the way it goes in this game, especially for me, being put on these losing teams so often that if guys aren't willing to engage, there's nothing you can do. It's not so much of the winning team here had an excellent game. It's just that they had too many guys who were not willing to engage, who were staying too far back. This game I felt was my best in this one. I don't know statistically if it was the best, but this kind of highlights what this tank can do. And this short range in your face confrontation. That's where I feel that this one worked. This Tier 9 here worked the best. Was in these kind of where the gun inaccuracy wasn't so much of a factor. The pen does, but in this game the pen wasn't really too much of an issue too, because it was just a close range combat. I just get a lot of guys from the side. So pen wasn't too big of a struggle, an issue. The lack of pen, I should say, this tank has in comparison to other Tier 9 TDs. So here we're fully engaged in this corner, and sorry, I got some help here, thankfully. And the enemy teams are going to, yeah, they're gonna want to take me out. But I'm in a good spot here. I'm in a strong spot. It's gonna be hard with this tank. With you kind of being able to protect the weak lower plate here. It does have a pretty good turret, so if you're able to protect the lower part of this tank, the hull in other words, and let the turret work for you, which works out to be the case in this game. And that guy, for once, they wasn't looking at me. Kind of made him pay for looking the wrong direction there. This guy wants to come get me. So that's kind of it's gonna happen now. From now on, as they're gonna kind of wanna. Notice my name on the list here. Kind of want to press and take me out. So it didn't work out too good for that. Lightly armored tank penetration's no issue with that on that one. But I'm gonna meet some guys sneaking up here. That I noticed in a second here. They're gonna try back door, so I want to flip around here and Number one, help this guy out who's being... This guy did a heck of a job. I like this guy's fighting style. It's pretty unique in a lot of things. Find a guy who's going to engage aggressively like that. He gets taken out here, but just kudo and shout out to the way that guy played there. He has balls. It's just very rare in this game to see a guy who fights like that, like he's got balls. Oh, whatever, you know. As you've seen in my videos, and listened to me before, talk about guys who completely lack any kind of testosterone. Usually not. So that guy was kind of a fresh air to have. And well, try as they might here, they really want to press me, but it's just too many guys on my team now who are starting circling behind them, and just boom, he took a big hit there, and I finished him off, and it's kind of disappointing in this last shot. I was hoping to get that last shot there. The way that T95 was angled, though, I don't know if I would have pinned him anyway. But the other guy there beat me to the shot, to the last shot. Would it be nice to get that last kill? Last kills are always nice. I like getting the final kill, right? So most blocked. She got rewarded for blocked in this game, but that means you're getting shot at more than anybody else, and Wargaming doesn't acknowledge that part. They seem to acknowledge the guys behind in the back and in the corner. Like complete you-know-whats. But the guys who get the spots and shot at a lot, they don't get rewarded. So here, finally unlocked the Minotauro. I was pretty happy about that, pretty relieved that the grind was over. This is the first game in it. I was a little worried about. Usually I'm on bad teams every match, right? Wargaming sticks me with hopeless players, but in this case I was kind of encouraged a little bit here, the way I've seen the guys distributing themselves across the map now. So it doesn't always work out that way, where it helps me one little bit, but a little bit encouraging to see the way the guys deployed in this game. And as I said in many of my other videos, I can tell with very good accuracy within the first 30 seconds, sometimes less, of the game, whether it's going to be a win or a loss, simply by watching where guys deploy or where they refuse to deploy. So this one here I was feeling pretty good about right off the bat. By the way, the guys looked like they were ready to fight from the beginning, right? Instead of waiting till the end to roll the worship style. Couldn't care less about your team and just waiting for your teammates to die so you can rack up some selfish statistical points at the end. Not the case here. Guys are engaging, so boom, and right off the bat there, I felt, okay, This feels better. This feels different. This feels like a big step up over the CC 1 Mark II. This is more like it, right? This is kind of what you were hoping the other one would be, but it just has that really good feel right off the bat. You know, where it's one of the few tanks where you say, well, you know, hey, I like this tank. I like this tank. I feel good about this tank. Didn't feel good about hitting extract there and doing no damage at all, but the first time I got the IS-3, what did it used to be called back in the day? The IS-3 and the 8, and it was different. Different back then when you were grinding that IS-7 line. Anyhow, the first time I got into what now is the IS-3, I thought, oh my goodness, this tank is a big step up from the IS. This tank feels good right off the bat, stock, even stock. Right, it felt like a big jump up, and that's kind of how I felt when I got into this one. I had that same kind of feeling. This is a big step up. And of course this artillery artillery guy doesn't want to let me go. Do my thing. I kind of handicap pretty much every game I face them. It's just a struggle to survive and a struggle to do anything constructive to help the team. Because there's artillery focus fire, but right now he's letting me go there for a bit, focusing on somebody else. So I was hoping to try and take advantage of that. Did quite pull the trigger there in time, and I got didn't quite get the reloading here that I wanted to finish that guy who was hounding me. Would have liked to have gotten the kill on him, but at least he's going to be out of the picture soon, and I'm reloaded here in a little bit. See, somebody else just gets him in just before me. I'm a bit disappointed. But I got Andre here at the side, and he's not looking at me. I'm gonna make him suffer a little bit. Got the tracking shot too, which is kind of nice. The assisted damage and somebody else. Finish off the kills here. That's kind of it. Not really a spectacular game, but felt good about it, and a big step up from the tier 9. Felt very comfortable at Minotauro. Enjoying it so far. Yeah, guys, thanks for bearing with me on that one. Got a big amount of silver. That one too. So I know some kind of event thing kicked in and earned a lot of silver, which is nice too. About 5 grand damage combined, which is okay. Good game, good team. Felt good to get a win as well. And yeah, there's the guys. They all know me, those guys. As soon as they see me, they start firing at me. But I wish I had been able to get a kill on. Thanks for watching.